Okay, provoking. There's a reason why things happen. The question is, who's provoking who? Right? And to provoke, there has to be something that somebody has over you. Provoke means cause, rise to, right? Generate, kindle, instigate. So here, right? Make for. That's what provoke means. Somebody knows something on you and they provoke you to anger. They know that you are easily to go off if this is done. Hear me. You are easily, right? If this is done to you, that area will come out of you. So now what do we see this as? Let's check this out. We were dealing with COVID-19. Okay? But something was done to provoke. Something was done to provoke a certain people who they want to kill more. So the masses will not understand this revelation because it comes from a spirit. You have to be attentive to the spirit. So if I want to kill people, I have to provoke something for them to go into the bait. Like, okay, let's say not people. Let's say we want to kill rats. Okay, let's say we want to kill rats. We're going to put some cheese, right? Because we know that rats might like cheese. We're going to put cheese on the trap. And when we put cheese on the trap, that we know that rats, no matter what, they're going to bite on that cheese. And that we're going to catch their head. So, that is provoking. I can provoke the rat by looking at what the rat need. The rat need cheese. But we could provoke the rat to try to bite on that cheese because we know that. Now, if we're not using physical food, what then can we talk about then the provocation? Now, mind you, I have to cover my words, but those who have wisdom will know where I'm going. Because my program had been lately I've been attacked where the words don't come out right, and I have a perfect internet. Trust me, I have a perfect internet. And to be blurring up my words, and videos don't come out until like 3-4 hours later. So I know why. They're listening to it before it actually play out, because they know I'm talking about something deep and real, and it's coming. So when we are talking about here provoking, we provoke the rat, but the way we provoke the rat is different how the rat sees it. The rat will see an opportunity to get something. But provoking the rat now goes and bite on the cheese, not knowing, and get trapped. So what is going on right now in America, and what America is also doing to ignite the nations, mind you, is to depopulate. I'll put that word there for you. And how can we do that? Because that's the original goal. Because when we look at the Bible, there were people living with no other sickness. God bring plagues and then people were healed. God was able to heal people, but we're looking at why do we need certain things to go into our flesh? I talked about this in a couple of my series way back in the same series on the road to recovery. I talk about it in deep parts of these teachings, right? And where it all started with Adam and Eve, and I talk about it with the serpent. Talk about it with the pen. If you know the revelation behind the serpent and pen, you know what I'm talking about. And so we look at how can they provoke a certain people. You got to set the same trap, the same provoke level. This is a deep intelligence that people don't have. I'm trying to teach you guys something here. And so they'll provoke it in different states. But when we looked at each level of provoking, right, there are some things that is not quite clear. But it's provoked because some people will have to come out. Because they say, oh, this is how these people are. If you do this, they're going to come out by the numbers, and this is how they're going to behave. And we are in the pandemic season still. We're not done yet. We are still in the pandemic. On the road to recovery, we're recovering. But anything could trigger it to come back again and increase even worse than before. So now how can those who are money hungry, right? Those who already find out, they already find the antidote of what could solve this problem. But they are not going to give out that antidote. They want to see more life taken off. Many don't understand that. They are saying, well, let's go to Africa and test some things. But how comes in the population in Africa right now, not about those individual countries, in Africa right now, don't have similar death rates as what's going on in this country and other countries around the nation of the world? Are you understand me? So what is taking place right now is called backfiring. When you can't provoke another person to bite, you got to provoke a different crowd to bite. So now what we're seeing is a provoke at a different intelligent level done in America to other parts of the world. Because if you can't get certain part of the people in a certain continent, you say that they already got the wisdom. They catch up before you knew. They knew your plan. Now, what do you think they're going to actually now do next? Is provoke a certain minority people who are not being taken care of, who for 500 years, even going back to Africa, 500 years, 400 years plus in America, they have been mistreated. But yes, certain minority people, you provoke them. 2 weeks, towards 2 weeks or 5 weeks later, you begin to solve how to amend their pain. But those who are black, you can't amend their pain. See, I love the scripture we talked about. The scripture here, let me hit you with this truth. Now you're going to understand why you're not going to burn, why you're not going to fry it up. And the Bible said here in the book of Revelation chapter 7, verse what? Verse 16. It says, they shall neither hunger anymore, nor thirst anymore. The sun shall not strike them. Then it says here, nor the heat, nor any heat. You and I both know that we can stand any manner of heat, any manner of sun. What we can't stand is hunger. We can't stand hunger. And here the revelation is telling us that, guess what? There might be hunger coming, but you're not going to be hungry. There might be thirst coming, you're not going to be thirsty. There might be sun coming down, you're not going to get burned. There might be heat coming down, you're not going to feel the heat. Because that what was used to provoke you, you're not going to bite any longer. Oh, Jesus. So many people did not understand the revelation. So now if I want to sell a business to you, if I want to sell an item to you, let's say I want to sell you this item. Okay, we're going to call this, I want to block it so that it's not really showing much. I'll do something else. My phone. I want to sell you this phone. I want to sell this phone. But this phone is going to be a puzzle towards your life. And many other attacks are going on in your life. But this phone right here will solve your problem, whereas all those attacks will be brushed off. So what I do is I will hold on to this phone and make copies of them and create more of the problem. Are you understanding me here? Are you understanding me here? Create more of the problem. And when I create more of the problem, you will now try to bite on what I'm trying to serve you. You will try to fight me for what I'm trying to serve you. And so now I want to sell more. This is greed. I want to sell more, but for me to sell more, I got to cause more problems. And so if I can cause more problems in America, I can sell more of these. If I can cause more problem in Ecuador, I can sell more of these. If I can cause more oh my goodness. Are you understanding here? So what are you seeing going on right now is using a black man to sell a business for another person's own pocket.